It's Wellness Wednesday, and it's Robin and Kim here to talk to you about what is special this month. And what is special is it's Move More Month. Yes, it's Kim and I's favorite subject, move more. Uh, so, just to tell you a little bit about Move More Month, it was created by the American Heart Association. Originally, it was Walking Month, but they changed it to Move More Month because they want any kind of movement, not just walking, right? So, just to talk a little bit about it, in case you guys haven't heard Kim and I in the past, uh, moving more is good for your health. And you should try to get at least 10,000, 8 to 10,000 steps a day. But the American Heart Association recommends 10,000 steps a day. So I truly do definitely most days get over 10,000, sometimes ridiculously over. You should also strive for 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity or exercise weekly, or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic exercise weekly. And I will tell you something, because some people are like, 10,000 steps, like that just sounds so high. It's really not. I looked up a statistic because we walk our dog, just short little walks because she's a little girl, but we go for about 10 minutes. And so I looked up and I thought, I tried to find it on my Apple Watch to see how many steps I got in 10 minutes, but it didn't show that. So I looked it up and it says in 10 minutes, the average person can get 1,000 steps in. So,
Okay.
You get a lot of steps in 10 minutes. And then the other thing is, I'll
Oh,
tell you about this little gal. So she gets walked like 3 times a day. We walk her, and about 10 minutes each time. And when I took her to the vet, he said, she is so muscular. He's like, do you walk her? And I'm like, yeah, my husband's a little obsessive. He walks her like 3 times a day. He goes, well, you keep doing what you're doing because she is so muscular. So, you know what? Do yourself a favor and get those 10,000 steps in, and do your sweetest little pooch a favor too, because
yeah.
it's good for all of us. So, the other thing that we want to talk about besides the movement is another type of movement, which is NEAT, N-E-A-T, and that is my middle name, NEAT. And the reason it is my middle name is because it stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And that Kim's going to talk to you a little bit more in depth about it. But honestly, that is my middle name. And I think it's Kim's middle name too. So you want to tell them what that's all about?
Yeah. So thank you. So neat, what Robin just said. Neat is actually pretty neat because it's not like you're going out doing uh intentional exercise, but it's getting you to move more, like sit less. So that could be like if you're on your phone or on a phone call, you're up walking around. A lot of people have those indoor treadmills now, or walking pads, they call them. They're a lot smaller than a treadmill. But just if you're a fidgeter, that's a good thing because you're burning more calories. But just getting up and moving, if you're on your phone, scrolling, stand up instead of sitting, get up and move at least while you're doing something. And you've probably heard of like park further away from wherever you are at the store, park further away in the parking lot. That's getting extra exercise in, extra movement. Also taking stairs when you can. We do that all the time. Anytime I can take stairs, I choose to. But yeah, it's just basically when you're moving, your body's doing what it's supposed to do. We're not made to sit. We're made to like do things, bend over, pick up things, climb stairs. So it's really important. These, you can just add on a lot of little movement through NEAT, like what she said, the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And it just, once you like get that in your head, like now I'm like, if I forget something, I'm on one floor of the house and I forget something somewhere else, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get it. I don't complain. And so
Yep.
the other thing I do, don't laugh, but I'll go to the bathroom, to the farthest bathroom in the house. So make me walk as further than I have to. And
Absolutely.
instead of looking for the closest. So I feel like little things like that. It's like playing little games, really, that, well, how can I get more movement in, yeah, I got to go downstairs and get this or get that, or my husband asked me for something. I said, sure, I'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I just think it's easy once you get in your brain, like, oh, extra movement, extra activity adds up. then it's easy to find ways to do that. So, yeah. What about you, Robin? Do you have any other little tricks
Well,
with that?
no, I mean, I think that's good. Like, did you mention housework? Like, housework
Oh,
is
no,
that
but
as
yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah. So you know what?
Gardening.
Clean your bathrooms. Let's go. So
Yeah.
the thing that my family laughs about is this dog that I showed you, Hoshi, and then our dog previously. Neither one of them will sit with me because I am constantly up and down out of my chair. Like I'm never, I just can't sit, like even during a movie, or I fidget a lot when I'm sitting. So it just kind of makes me laugh that, I'm doing something good for myself.
Yep.
So I would like to say, you know what? Tim and I challenge all of you. Think more about it. Like when you're sitting on your phone or when you're sitting watching television or you're sitting, think what can I be doing right now besides sitting here on my phone watching TikTok or sitting on my phone watching TV?
Yeah.
I could be walking around. I could be, I don't know, I could be whatever, crossing my
Yeah.
legs, uncrossing,
Yep.
standing,
Right.
sitting,
Right.
all of those things. If you rest, you rust. Again, I say
Yeah.
that is my saying. If you rest, you rust. So
Good one. I
movement is
love that.
good.
Yep, movement is key. So remember to keep NEAT in mind and walking. I mean, just all kinds of movement is good for you, but sitting is not a good movement for us.
No,
In fact,
not
it's
at
an
all.
so
Right,
yeah.
right.
Anyway, so thank you for joining us today. And we just want to say have fun and live young, and we'll see you next week.
All right. See ya.